Hey gang, it's Ian from Peach Dragon, and it's Armsday again, so let's get those orders.
Less time for sleep, right?
Kumakatak HC4 has one of the lowest ranges I've seen on a hand cannon, but luckily the second roll comes with Rifled Barrel, so you could run Luck in the Chamber, Rifled Barrel, and Outlaw. Since you already have quite the low magazine, Luck in the Chamber is powerful, and if you're lowering your reload anyway, then Outlaw is definitely welcome. It also has one of the best scopes in the game. That said, the other two rolls with Firefly and Luck in the Chamber and Firefly and Grenadier are both good rolls. It's just that the range is very, very low. So I would be hesitant to pick up one of these without such a high range. I think this gun could be very good when hand cannons come back in December. I'll pick up the second one though.
Good weapon.
As for the Ufern HC4, this one's a little trickier since the range is a little higher. All of these rolls are fine. This one in particular, with the low magazine and luck in the chamber, is really good. And then it also has increased range, which is notably low on any of these hand cannons and outlaw. So this is fine. If you didn't pick up this variant of the other one, the Kamakatak, then I would definitely consider this one. However, this is another viable option. It also has increased range, outlaw, and Zen moment, so that's just awesome. I personally am going to pick this one up since I already picked one up for the other gun that was similar. The last roll is Army of One, Firefly, and Surrounded, but it's not as good because nobody uses Army of One or Surrounded. Anyway, so I'm going to pick up this one, but either one or three would be good. And hopefully hand cannons get better. If you hung on to your Suros JLB-47, then I guess keep hanging on to it because we still don't have a grenades and horseshoes variant. Alright. Continuing on my Warlock, we have I have the Lyudmila D from forever ago, which still doesn't have Headseeker. A shame. This one's alright, I guess, but if you've waited this long for Headseeker, then you might as well keep waiting. Similarly, disappointed by the Dis 47, which does have a full auto one, but not with small bore. Oh, no, actually, this is a fine roll. Yeah, absolutely, this roll is sweet. You should totally pick this one up. The Suros Dis 47 has a great scope, hammer forged, full auto, and small bore. Totally pick this one up. That's the third one. It's a really good full auto scout rifle. It's almost exactly like the Visions of Confluence. So if you like Visions of Confluence, pick up the third roll.
How's the weight?
And then the scout rifle doesn't have Firefly on it, which is a deal breaker. The Tuanella SR4 is almost exactly like the Hung Jury. If for some reason you haven't picked up the Hung Jury, or you just want a slightly better Hung Jury than your friends, then the Tuanella SR4 is the one to get as soon as it rolls with Firefly. Moving on to the Titan. And we're back on the Titan. Alright, now the Titan only has one package this week, but it's a doozy. It's the Suros PDX-45, which I'm sure you picked up last week considering how good it is. And this is the best roll ever. Snapshot, rifled barrel, hidden hand, perfect balance. Hidden hand brings its aim assist up to 100. Perfect balance negates any possible recoil, bringing its stability up to near max. And of course, we all know that perfect balance is amazing. Rifled barrel increases its range, which is the only stat on here that's not as good. So between these three, your Suros PDX-45 is probably going to be as good as it ever gets. Keeping in mind that the December update is coming, the Suros PDX-45 won't be this good for very long. So if you've been hanging on to one looking for the perfect roll, this is probably as perfect as it's going to get while it's good. So definitely pick up roll number 1. Roll numbers 2 and 3 are not as good. We have awful perks for 2 and 3. Just pick up 1.
Don't know if it's
Now, as for the rolls this week, the Arminius D has the same exact stat loadout as the Necrochasm. So if you don't have a Necrochasm or you want to use something else in your exotic slot, pick up the Arminius D. I think it could be really good, especially with strong balancing perks, as those Hawkade guns are known for their inability to stabilize. The Zerenia D, I'm sure you've picked it up before. The Zernia D is alright. I think the Arminius D is better, so I'd pick that up instead. But you know, whatever floats your boat. The Dis 43 is an excellent scout rifle with sniper rifle levels of range. If you can find good stability perks and a decent, what am I trying to say, and a decent main perk on it, then it can fire laser beams across the map. A miniature scout rifle, so to speak. The Thesson FR4 is also very good. The Thesson FR4 fusion rifle has the highest stability in the game, which means that it has the tightest burst thing. I don't know how, you know how fusion rifles do. They've got that cone. The tightest cone is on the Thesson FR4 because the cone is spread is dependent on the stability of the gun. It's weird. The stats don't correlate to a fusion rifle, but they do in weird ways. And so the Thesson FR4 has the best shot at killing something at long distances. The whatever the heck this says, Jingukogu D. What are these names? This shotgun is awful. Don't buy it. I'm gonna pick it up because I want to show you what the rolls are next week, because I always do. But don't buy this shotgun. It's awful. If you can only pick up 3 guns this week, make it the Thesson FR4, the Dis 43, and the Arminius D. You won't miss the Zerenia D or this shotgun that I can't pronounce. Jingukogu. This sounds like a Super Saiyan. Alright. Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully I helped you out a little bit. Sorry it's late. And I guess I'll see you next week. Ian
First
out.
time was